in academics and frequently secured top ranks in a class. Ria wasn't into athletics, sport, or any other physical activities at all. Most of her school and personal time was spent in studies, watching TV, and other indoor activities. Further, she was consuming a lot of junk food, no sport activities, and such lifestyle was making her obese, inactive, lethargic, and in turn, which also impacted her studies a lot. Now, let us see why sports is so important. Sports are a crucial part of a student's growth and development. They help in the development of mental health and physical fitness of the body. Through participation in sports and games, a student gains various skills, experience, and confidence that are helpful for developing their personality. What can sports do? Sports can empower students with life skill. It can improve physical and mental health. It can boost self-confidence. It improves leadership and team building qualities. Learn time management and discipline.
You can't see your screen, it's coming black. Please check that.
Oh, is it?
It is stop sharing and then share again, beta.
Yeah, it's coming black, beta.
Can you see?
Now it's coming. Just play that because.
Okay.
Okay, now it's okay, beta. Now you can do.
Okay. And winning and losing is all part of a game. In benefit, sports is between teams in a healthy competitive environment, which ensures that the students remain active and fit. Outdoor sports like football, cricket, tennis, swimming, running, etc. keeps the body and mind active and engaged. Indoor games like chess, badminton, and table tennis enhance the concentration level of the student. It also strengthens the immunity system of the body. While sports not only help in developing physical and mental health, it also develops the life skills of a student's personality. It enhances their capabilities and helps them to have a better understanding of themselves. Sports also help in developing social skills and getting along with people. They learn to interact not only with children of the age, but also with adults like coaches and seniors. Additionally, children acquire decision-making skills through various team activities. Constructive use of time and discipline is a major characteristic of any sports person. If a student plays a sport, he or she needs to show the commitment of time to be in a particular place at a particular time every day as a part of the routine. He or she must be patient, disciplined, which will enable the student to cope with setbacks. Each sport has a set of rules and regulations to be followed, which helps the students to stay fit and disciplined. Sports is all about teamwork. Team sports such as football, cricket, basketball gives an individual a sense of identity and belonging to a group. Such sports encourage children to showcase their talent and communicate with their team members. It also helps to identify and hone their leadership skills, which adds value to their personality. Scoring a goal, hitting a six, or winning a race not only makes a student happy, but also it boosts their confidence. Performing in front of a crowd which is constantly noticing your each and every move can be quite unnerving. But a sports person is one with focus, patience, the right amount of confidence, and having a never say die attitude. Deep down, no matter how, what, when, where, and why we lose a game, it doesn't feel good. You ride an emotional roller coaster of sadness and frustration. At some point in our lives, we have all experienced losing. When it comes to losing a game, there are two things that are most important: the positive lessons you learn from losing and the manner in which you behave after loss. In sports, there's always a winning and losing side. Instead of viewing losing through a negative lens, we can take the opportunity and learn from it. There is plenty to learn from losing. It reminds us that we need to work harder. It allows us to make adjustments in the way and manner in which we train and practice. In a loss, we are able to identify our weaknesses and work to improve it. Sports teaches you character. It teaches you to play by the rules. It teaches you to know to win and lose. It teaches you about life. I repeat, sport teaches you character. It teaches you to play by the rules. It teaches you to know what it feels like to win and lose. It teaches you about life. I think sport teaches us development. It helps us learn things such as patience, resilience, leadership qualities, and respect. And these skills are essential skills that are important throughout our lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Diti, for this wonderful presentation. You told us about that how sports can keep us mentally and physically fit, how it relaxes our mind, and how it makes us feel happy and excited. How it helps. We should be very conscious about health because it really helps us in developing our mind, and it opens our mindset. You talk about the life skills which it can be developed through sports. You talk about the resilience, you talk about the patience, you talk about leadership, teamwork, patience, and these are the 5 pillars to succeed in life. See, I'm very grateful for sharing your thought in such a wonderful way. Thank you once again, Diti. Moving ahead with the next speaker, I would like to call upon a Kathak dancer, Mansa, who performs various dance forms. She is into archery as a beginner and involved in a Kalariputu, that is the mother of martial arts. She enjoys every sport. She loves swimming. She loves badminton. Every sport. She is a sports person. Over to Mansa.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone present here. First of all, I would like to thank ID1 Foundation, our principal Preeti Shrimal, and our moderator and teacher, Dr. Pooja Joshi, for giving us this platform to share our thoughts. In this meeting, most of the participants have gone through or are going through the phase of being a student. So in the light of that, today I will be sharing my thoughts on the topic importance of sports in a student's life. So a little from my experience, as I mentioned, I'm a dancer. So dancing helps me in expressing my feelings. It gives me a sense of relaxation, and it gives me a feeling like I just feel it's like magical to me. And then there's archery. I would like to admire about archery a lot, but it's hard for me to put them in words. It helped me in improving my focus, improving my upper strength, upper body strength, my social skills, confidence, and hand-eye coordination. And the martial art I'm involved in, Kalari, which is an Indian martial art designed for the ancient battlefield. It helped me in gaining more awareness about my body and defending myself. And mostly, there are many benefits of it, but it will take a lot of time to mention all of them. So coming on sports, for me, sports is something that have the ability to bring people together and teach them the valuable lessons such as respect, teamwork, selflessness. Sports has always been the perfect outlet for my frustration in a way for me to enjoy the company of my teammates or sometimes by myself. And sports plays a unique role in the life of every individual. Sports scatters the psychological, biological, and social necessities of a man. It has been a part of human life almost since the time immemorial. Sports is directly proportional to health. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. We all have been familiar with this proverb. It means that constant work without rest or relaxation is harmful to one's personal life and well-being. It is proven that sports is really good for our health. It helps in maintaining good health to increasing our self-esteem. Success in sports contributes to development of self-esteem in children. They develop positive feelings towards themselves. They feel satisfied. They feel valuable. They feel worthy of respect. Sports makes us emotionally strong. Sports teaches us the art of winning and losing gracefully. The skills they develop through sports help them accept all defeat and all win. This helps them in dealing to tough situations in their life in a better way. It helps in developing a positive attitude. Having a positive attitude in all aspects like winning, losing, pressure from coaches and friends, injuries, pains, recoveries, stress, etc. helps a player to cope more easily with a stressful situation. It helps in building skills like leadership. Opportunities of cultivating these character traits are developed in sport. Sportsmanship quality includes respect for teammates, opponents, officials, coaches, and the game. Sports provides an opportunity to sports person to develop certain qualities like character, fair play, overcoming adversity and failure, hard work, discipline, resiliency, respect, unselfishness, planning, responsibility, self-control, being punctual, which ultimately develop a sense of good sportsmanship in them. Time management. Time and schedule changes are common in sports. Through sports, a person learns how to make optimal balance among work time and play time. And a sport, and he improves his time management. Teamwork. No team is successful without teamwork to reach a common goal. And cooperation, team games require heavy commitment and cooperation to be successful. So these total skills together helps a person find new ways of thinking, problem solving, and making decisions. We can have a great career in the field of sports. There are countless number of sports there are out there. There are countless number of people successful in this field. Some students are more interested in sports other than studies. So they can have a great career in this field. Like if we take one example, Anil Kumble, most successful Indian bowler of all time and fourth highest wicket taker of all time in Test. Like we know that he was indeed a great scholar in study, but he made a great career in this field of sports. He lost interest in studies, so he decided to increase his efforts in sports. The decision that he took on that day is the reason to his success today. So in conclusion, I would like to say that sports has always been an integral part of my life. Sports in a way is great source of knowledge what life is. We develop skills which are indeed important in our life. It helps in preparing students to face the challenges in life, and in the process, we enjoy it. Sports is friendship, sports is health, sports is education, sports is life. Sports bring the world together. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Mansa, for telling us that sports is life, sports is friendship, sports is education, and sports make us emotionally and socially strong. You talk about the challenges that we need to challenge ourselves daily, and that is the most exciting way to live. You don't have to stop until you are proud of yourself. Thank you once again, Mansa, for sharing your story. Moving ahead with our last speaker, I would like to call upon Preet Motwani, a public speaker and a singer and a self-motivated and inquisitive student, always waiting for opportunities to learn from others. May I have Preet on the screen? Preet Motwani.
Thank you, ma'am. Vyayam labte swasthya dirghayushyam balam sukham arogyam param bhagyam swasthyam sarvarth sadhanam. A very famous Sanskrit saying which means exercise brings health, life, strength, and happiness. Being healthy is the ultimate destiny, and through life, all the other works are accomplished. Good evening to everyone present here. I would like to commence my speech by first thanking the IDYM Foundation, our principal ma'am, Dr. Preeti Shrimal, our moderator and teacher, Dr. Pooja Dikshit Joshi. So I would like to start by taking an example of a train. A train only moves perfectly if its engine functions properly. And for the proper functioning of the engine, it requires adequate amount of fuel. In a similar way, for the proper functioning of a heart, that is the engine, it requires adequate amount of exercise. And we get that source of exercise from getting involved in different types of sports. Getting involved in sports is not just for the proper functioning of our body, it is also responsible for teaching a student life aspects of self-discipline, leadership, responsibility, teamwork, and many more. Just like a diet of healthy nutrients is needed for nourishing the body, playing sports holds a great significance in enhancing our life, especially for growing children. As a student, one has to face many challenges, and playing sports helps them cope with exam pressure and prepare them for further challenges by providing them with physical and mental strength. Most of the students often have to deal with different emotional issues in their life, either at home or in the school. The skill they develop through sports helps them to accept all defeats as well as wins. Hence, sport teaches students to be emotionally strong. Students who are involved in sports and are in a much better position to deal with tough situations. The students who are very much engaged in sports activities also have a great bonding capability. Here, they have to work as a team, which teaches them how to enhance a social relationship, which is also an important parameter of life. There are lots of games played at school level, but the most important and the common games are cricket, football, tennis, badminton, basketball, and many more. Skills like sportsmanship, leadership, patience, discipline, learning from failure, etc. are developed only when students play sports regularly, and these skills are equally important when it comes to studies and management. Winning a game for a school or for a team not only makes a student happy, but also it boosts their confidence. Sports also plays an important role in reducing the undying stress of children and adolescents. Stress affects children almost every day. And on top of that, the recent pandemic has completely changed the students' lifestyle. The students have to study everything virtually, which has terribly affected their physical activity, and it has to deal with such kind of situation. The student should mandatorily involve himself in some sports activity which will help them to remain fit, healthy, and strong. Moderate to vigorous physical activity and exercising during the day are associated with elevation in self-esteem, improved concentration, reduction in depressive symptoms, and improvement in sleep. Rahul Dravid, one of the famous batsmen, dreamed to become a chartered accountant, but after opening his first book, he thought he was meant for something else. Later, he ended up becoming one of the finest and the most successful batsmen in the world. Hence, one should always follow one's dream. Sport is an aspect of human life that is of paramount importance. It certainly increases the quality of human life. No wonder studies are important for a better future, but as parents, we all have to remember that our children can achieve the same goal despite having an interest in games. Only one of these two will not lead them to their goal. So your children should get the habit of playing from early school days and carry on this as much as they can. Thus, by concluding, I would like to say the most important thing we learn in sports is we don't give up, we fight to the finish. I repeat, the most important thing we learn in sports is we don't give up, we fight to the finish. Rightly quoted by Louis Zamperini. Thank you.
Thank you, Preet, for giving an insightful information about how sports can bring about a change in one's life. Sports are about those incredible moments where shared human will and desire overcomes the odds. These are the moments to remember. I remember an athlete can't run with money in his pocket. He runs with hope in his heart and dream in his head. Sports can earn you fame and pride all across the globe. Young minds, thank you so much for sharing your ideas, thought on this important topic. Sports can earn you great recognition all across the world. People who have created history in the sport and shine like a star in the sky. If they can achieve, why can't we? Sports is must and should be followed by everyone to achieve success in reaching great heights. The message to all one and present here is that set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. A famous quote by Swami Vivekanand. We hope you all have enjoyed our today's talk show. Thank you once again for joining for this informative talk show. Now over to Ravi sir. Ravi sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Before we go to participants, you can ask the technical team to present the certificates.
Okay. I would like to ask the technical team to share the screen for the certificate presentation.
Very excellent work by all the children, ma'am. I was watching them completely, so nice and great presentation.
Once again, and our gratitude
Everyone
to
is
you,
doing,
sir.
I saw that, everyone has come with PPT presentation and all. It's really awesome. It's really awesome.
Thank
because,
you so much for giving us this platform, sir, and for supporting us.
I will give always to these children because they are very good. Excellent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. We'd like to present the first certificate of today's show to Diti Kothari of grade 8 from Billabong High International School. A big round of applause for her. Please motivate and encourage the students and their efforts. You can share your reaction with the Zoom reaction box. It will motivate our students. The second certificate is to Preet Motwani, student from grade 9 Billabong High International School. Congratulations once again, Preet, for coming up with such a wonderful presentation. A big round of applause for her. The next certificate is for Rudra Singh, a student of grade 9. Thank you, Rudra, for coming up with your thought on an important topic. Congratulations. And the last certificate is for Mansa for coming up with this informative, insight, wonderful presentation, Mansa, and sharing your stories. Thank you. A big round of applause for Mansa too. I'd like to call upon any attendees who wanted to share, who wanted to say something about our students, their efforts.
Yeah, and I request Fatima ma'am, are you there? Fatima Sogra ma'am. Okay. Okay, fine, ma'am. Congratulations, ma'am. And it's
Thank you, sir.
Very great to have a moderator like you. And Preeti ma'am is there or not?
Yes, Preeti ma'am is there. Yes, Preeti
ma'am.
there,
sir.
Our pillar for the our pillar.
I didn't see.
I think Pooja, did Kamya get the certificate? Kamya Johari?
Yeah, beta, please go back one slide.
Please
Yeah,
go
I
back
think we
and
missed out on
go
Kamya.
back. Yes. So sorry for that. Kamya, our enthusiastic student, Kamya, for the second time she joined IDYM Foundation, and I want more students to come up on this platform so that they can enhance their skills. Congratulations, Kamya, beta, for once again for coming up with an excellent presentation.
So I think, Yes, sir, Raviji, thank you for the platform given to these young students, young minds, and igniting them to express their thoughts, to voice their ideas and views on a topic which is so important, especially keeping in mind the pandemic and how these children have realized and will, of course, take up sports activities, a physical, physical games as an integral part of their life, and of course, it is definitely a part of the Billabong culture. And congratulations to all 5 of you. You were superstars today. Is Rajput sir there? Rajput sir, are you there? I think sir was there. If you could just
Technical team,
Yeah.
please stop sharing so that we can see this. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Preeti ma'am, over to you. Preeti ma'am.
Yeah. So since they are my students, I would really want someone, some other participant or some of the member from the audience to share their views.
Yes, audience, it's your time.
It's your, yes.
Please come up
Lily
with
ma'am from
appreciation.
Philippines. Lily with ma'am from Philippines. She is a very great speaker. Lily
Ma'am?
with ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, she's there.
Yes,
She's there. Ma'am is there. She's very great lady.
okay. Am I
Welcome,
heard?
ma'am. Welcome.
I
We
am
want some
heard.
encouraging words from you, ma'am.
All right. So congratulations to the team that you're all amazing students. So let's give them a virtual applause. I'm very grateful and I'm very listen to them because I am also a PE enthusiast. I am a physical educator and I am also a gymnast before when I was a teacher, the time in my teacher one. And I am also a coach of that, and it's very grateful that as we have informed that the sound mind, the sound body. So as long that children are very what we call this active, the children are very more revitalized with their actions, endurance, vitality, and enthusiasm with their art, with their forms, with their what we call these the all the exercises and all the techniques that we had. They will be more active in their what we call this in their curriculum, in their instructions, in the strategies. So when we have this sound mind, sound body, we have a healthy mind as well as a healthy body, so that we can perform a very progress, more effective and efficient learners in the 21st century. Thank you so much and mabuhay. Grateful. Thank you so much.
Yes. Mary ma'am from Nigeria. Mary ma'am, can you hear us? From Nigeria. Okay.
So we have Dr. Iman from Egypt.
Yes, yes, from Egypt. Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Iman
Very
from
nice.
Egypt.
Yeah, very great lady. Very great. Ma'am, please open your mic. But I think she is connected with computer today. Because ma'am, her mic option is not there. She cannot speak, ma'am, because of she is connected with, I think, PC.
All the attendees, this is again a motivation for our students, their efforts, their hard work.
Can we have Miss Hetal? Miss Hetal, are you there?
Hital ma'am, are you there?
Probably some. We have Raviji. We have teachers from our school also who are
Yeah,
present.
ma'am, please.
Yes,
Please,
to
please,
motivate
please.
these young minds, to motivate these young speakers.
Yeah, ma'am. Let
So-
whoever want to speak, let them speak.
Yes, team. Dr. Stella is also there.
Stella Joseph from, I think,
Yes.
Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, teachers, for joining us today and encouraging your students for
Yes.
today's evening.
Yes, Dr. Stella.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Stella, from you.
for recognizing me. And it is so nice that like IDYM is doing a wonderful job. Like we are encouraging the youngsters for performing their valuable time in sports activities. To encourage that, sir has arranged for this webinar, and this meeting is helpful for them. And really, I appreciate the children who have presented so nicely. They have prepared, and really like worthwhile to watch them, and that they all are aware of these things which are going on. And I feel that students have to take this sports for teamwork, self confidence and responsibility, and self discipline. Really, these all will develop in that. And in school, that too, after this pandemic, when they have entered into the physical classes, really we have to focus on that in order to make the normalcy to return to a right, like real time. So that is what I feel. And I wish all our students should cope up with everything, whatever has changed during this COVID time, should come to a normal track, and our children to come to a real life situation, and they have to cope up and come out of all whatever like negative aspects had taken place in the society or at home or in the neighboring places. Whatever it is, everything they have to overcome, and they should come to a normal life. That is what I feel. And I pray and bless all our students for their achievement in future. Thank you so much. And all my appreciation and wishes and thanks for Ravi sir for his contribution to the youngsters through his IDOIM. And I am so grateful to Ravi sir that I am also part of this. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Stella, for
Yeah.
your inspirational words, which is really going to mean a lot for our young minds. Thank you once again. I
Yes.
again request from the audience, if you want to share anything for our students, it will enhance their motivate. It will enhance their spirit to come up for another talk show like this.
Good evening, Pooja ma'am. Good evening, everyone present here.
Good evening, Babita ma'am.
Even I would like to thank IDYM for giving this wonderful platform where the students, they can, like they explain, they give their ideas. What do they feel about these games and sports? Because if we look at the curriculum also now they have important place, or the sports and physical exercise, they are inculcated in the curriculum. Why? Because we seek for the overall development of the students, especially at this young age. So it was really nice hearing all these speakers, young speakers of grade 8 and grade 9, that what do they feel about the games and sports. It is not about building the career in sports always, but yes, we know there are enormous benefit we get from all these physical exercise, any kind of physical activities, because it is important. Like you can consider it is one of the biological needs with any kind of game and sports. So yes, it was really great to hearing all these young speaker, and we would like to have such a platform where the students, they can explore, because when they go through all any such kind of event, they like they enrich themselves with lots of awareness with respect to games, sports. And previously where the platform or the career in sports, there was very limited, but now if we go through, like within 7 to 8 years, the career in sports, that has also increased. So it is really great to having the students of grade 8 and 9 such awareness with respect to sports and game, and presenting their ideas and views of the sports and games. So yes, it was really wonderful platform. So yes, a big hand to all these students, the young speakers. And thank to Preeti ma'am, Pooja ma'am, and IDVM for organizing such event for our students. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Babita ma'am, for coming up with this motivating statements for our students and for, I think, all over whosoever is present, because exercising or sports or game is an integral part of each one of us present here. It assists in building the confidence, it develops one's personality, it maintains the mental and the physical balance. So thank you once again, Babita ma'am, for your thoughtful words. Anyone can share their ideas? Lippy ma'am present? Lippy ma'am, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I think, ma'am.
So Lippy
all-
ma'am,
So what do you? Shall
it
we
would be
bind up
very
now,
nice
ma'am?
if someone come up with their ideas or motivational words for our students. These young minds are going to bring about a change. So each statement of yours are going to have an impact on their life.
So I think, Pooja,
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
moderated it so well. They've been so well motivated, and they were full of energy, and really their spirits were very high. So congratulations once again to all the 5 speakers. Very well done. Kudos to you. And the way you prepared themselves, you presented, you expressed your ideas, it was commendable. So very well done.
And ma'am,
And a
gratitude,
wonderful
my
platform
deepest
given to you. You all made absolute, the use of the platform, the way you all were setting up your backdrops, the entire setup looked really, really amazing. So thank you, Raviji, and Pooja, very well conducted, as always.
my deepest and sincere gratitude to you and Ravi sir for providing with this platform, and my students for coming up with this talk show, ma'am. Thank you once again, Ravi sir and Preeti ma'am. Thank you.
You, ma'am. So shall we bind up now?
Yes, ma'am. Sir, we can wind up.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we have come up to the end of the talk show. Thank you once again for joining us. Shabak hai, good night, Shubh Ratri. We'll meet for the other talk show once again. Bye-bye.